This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. One of the most frustrating, the most confounding aspects of modern politics in America is the tendency for people to heap praise on someone for doing the bare minimum, to forget all of the past bad behavior because of one isolated moment of not doing the wrong thing. Such is the case with Mike Pence. Mike Pence has spent a career legislating bigotry, enforcing a dictatorial, tyrannical usurpation of liberty for LGBTQ, for women, for marginalized communities, for people of color. That's been his MO. And the one thing that he did right was not participate in the attempted overthrow of the United States government. And people want to just heap praise on him. And I don't understand it. He even said that he went to Dan Quayle and told Dan Quayle, I tried everything I can to circumvent the Constitution, and I don't see any way around it. So he tried to overturn the election, and there was no way legally to do it. So he went the other way. He was on Hannity last night, and now he's back in the Trump camp, lapping at the boots, being obsequious and fawning over Donald Trump in service to the cult. Watch this remarkable set of statements from Mike Pence during this interview. It's insane. Watch this.
And we're going to win back the Congress in 2022, and then we're going to win back America in 2024.
You know, I know a lot has been made over the disagreement you had with the president as it relates to January 6th. My sources, my understanding is that you two have a strong relationship to this day. What is your relationship with the president?
Look, you can't spend almost 5 years in a political foxhole without developing a strong relationship. And, January 6th was a tragic day in the history of our Capitol building. But thanks to the efforts of Capitol Hill police, federal officials, the Capitol was secured. We finished our work. And the president and I sat down a few days later and talked through all of it. I can tell you that we parted amicably at the end of the administration, and we've talked a number of times since we both left office. But I believe that our entire focus today should be on the future. I've campaigned a couple of times for Glenn Youngkin, who will be a great governor in the state of Virginia. I've been traveling all across this country, helping our team running for the House and the Senate, and I'll be helping governors' candidates around America. So I know the media wants to distract from the Biden administration's failed agenda by focusing on one day in January. They want to use that one day to try and demean the character and intentions of 74 million Americans who believed we could be strong again and prosperous again and supported our administration in 2016 and 2020. But for our part, I truly believe we all ought to remain completely focused on the future. That's where I'm focused, and I really
I want to commission, too.
I believe the future is bright.
I want to commission also on the 534 riots that took place in 2020, the ones where Kamala Harris was promoting bail funds to get the rioters out, that killed dozens of Americans, injured thousands of police officers, pelted with bricks, rocks, bottles, and Molotov cocktails. Mr. Vice President, we hope you come on regularly. Thank you for being with us. We appreciate you being back. Straight ahead, the far left continues.
There's a remarkable amount of wiggle language, weasel words there. One, this is a personal pet peeve of mine. It's the invocation of words surrounding military service that Mike Pence is using there. When you share a foxhole, in the Marine Corps, we call them fighting holes. When you share a foxhole, a political foxhole with somebody for you didn't serve, dude. Donald Trump didn't serve. You're both physical cowards. Stop using that type of imagery. And secondly, and most importantly, steering away from my personal pet peeves, that the media is trying to distract, focusing on one day in January. Can you believe that? He's calling the attempted overthrow of the United States of America an attempted coup, a failed coup attempt, an attempted overturning of a free and fair election. He's dismissing it as one day in January. I suppose 9/11 was just a day in September. Pearl Harbor was just a day, just another day. That is reprehensible. It's a dismissal of the severity and importance that that day will represent for generations in our country. And then he also dismisses January 6th by calling it a tragic day in the history of the Capitol building. As though it really only affected the Capitol building. There's no long-lasting, wider ramifications for the country at all. Just the Capitol. One day in January. And we're supposed to feel bad for the 74 million people who voted for Donald Trump because the media is distracting, trying to mischaracterize them. Trying to demean them, I believe the word he used. Demean the character and the intentions of 74 million people who voted for Donald Trump. Look, obviously 74 million people did not storm the Capitol. They did vote for him in his second term. The second term of Donald Trump, they know what they were getting into. We can't blame it on economic anxiety. Racism, bigotry, xenophobia wasn't a deal breaker. White supremacy in action in our immigration policy, not a deal breaker for them. They'd rather watch the entire country burn to the ground so that a few libs get owned. And Mike Pence, listen, brother, the rehabilitation efforts are over. We've got your card. We know who you are. You are a fascist enabler. Someone with a taste for the boots. You love Donald Trump's brand of shoe polish. All up in your business. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. You can follow me on social media. I'd love to hear from you there too. I'm at Dollemore, just about everywhere that there's social media. If I do something that you appreciate, that's a weird way to say it. If I bring you value with my content, I would really, really appreciate it if you would consider supporting my work here on the platform. For as little as $1.99 a month, you can help support what I do here, the message that I bring forth. And you can click the join button below the video here for as little as $1.99 a month. You can also go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. That would be great. All of these ways are manners that you can support my work. You can also buy merch. There's a little merch shelf below the video here. If you're watching on YouTube, click one of the t-shirts, buy a t-shirt. All that goes a long way. Anyway, I sure do love you guys. I appreciate the time you spend with me, engaging with my content. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine. That includes you, Mike Pence. Take care of one another.